Hey everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I'm doing the Take 5 Art Challenge for February, and as you know, I've kind of been working backwards, but Leanne posted her February Take 5 Art Challenge, and it was so wonderful and so intriguing that I thought it would be a nice thing to do today. I'm trying to stay as distracted as possible because we are having big time winds, like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and we are expecting to have 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts until tomorrow night. So it's I don't know what it is about wind. I find it very off-putting and distracting. But anyway, so I thought it'd be a good morning to do this. My idea is to use the back of a paper pad as a substrate, and I want to create a piece and then cut it apart so I can make the storybooks that go in my journals. These are just small 3.5 by 5.5 books that I fill with blank paper, and encourage everybody to write your story, you know, and sometimes that means writing a new story for yourself, but that is my idea. The challenge this month was to use butterflies, dragons, black. The color palette is black, white, and gray. To use a napkin, bubble wrap to apply medium, and paint using a gift card. So I have kind of everything out here, and I know that you're saying, wow, I see a whole lot of color there. My idea is to get color down on this substrate, and you can see it already has some color, and then to go back over it with white paint. I saw Leanne do this, and I thought, you know, she's just such a smart girl. And I thought I'm gonna give that a whirl and see if it might work for these little books that I want to make this morning. So the first thing that I did was to find some butterflies and dragonflies. So I did that. These are from an old calendar that my sweetheart angel sent me. I de-worded the calendar images, so I'm going to use the image, but I cut the words out so you can see what I did. You know, with this one, I just cut the words out of it. So I've got a little stack of dragonflies and butterflies to work with, but I also have some words that I want to work with because my idea is to put the words on the front of the books when I get them finished. So I'm going to put my words over here. I'll show you how I did that really quickly. I mean, it's super simple. All I did is kind of like that redacting exercise that we did. We're just going to take a black marker and kind of outline the words. And I like these words, shine brightly and beautiful. And I'm just going to cut those out. And I'm not going to cut around them right now. Just cut them out, and I'm going to put them over here in a stack, and that will be, you know, my finishing work after I get all of my images Mod Podge down. I love the word dream right here, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and then just tear around it using this, but I'm going to put the words to the side because I'm not going to use those right now. Okay, so I have some Mod Podge, and it's my process at the first of the month to go through my monthly bills and to make a list, and to open everything, make a list, you know, and put them on my payment account. But I had an envelope from that, and that was a black and white element. I have some of these little moon elements. I thought those were really pretty. I tore a napkin apart. I'm going to use both of these things on here. And then I am also going to apply the medium with, I just thought I might try this. I had the bubble wrap, you know, it was a bubble wrap envelope, and I cut a star out of it. So I don't know how this is going to work. We'll see how it works. So, okay, guys, I will be back to chat with you in a minute. Okay, friends, I'm back. I've let my piece dry, and now it's time to try that neat Leanne trick about putting the white paint on it, you know, to keep with the black, white, and gray challenge, and also to, let's see, paint using a gift card. So I have shaken. It's funny how your verbs get all messed up sometimes. I have shaken my paint, but I can still see it's kind of bumpy. I often wonder if, you know, this little acrylic paint maybe just gets too cold sometimes. Sometimes I do leave it out in the sunroom when I'm working on stuff down there, and that's not my usual place to work on things right now because it's too cold down there. All right, I am going to grab my gift card and scoop up some white paint. This is going to be hard because I kind of like some parts of this so much. But, you know, I can do it all again with a different, and not scrape white paint over it. Oh my goodness, but I am liking the white paint, y'all. I think that looks pretty darn cool, and it's kind of taking the, you know, taking the color out of the piece. You've still got the texture, but you're taking the color out, like that. And then whatever color I have left, I'm going to try and do my bubble wrap stamp dealio with. See how that works out. I really do like the texture that this is creating, but I have a kind of you know, I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be too chunky, because when I make my storybooks, I have to fold them, you know, so it's a folded book. So I'm thinking, you know, is that going to be a little too chunky? I just don't know, but wow, really like the textures that you get when you do that. Look at that, so neat. All right, I'm going to try to use a little bit of white mixed with a tiny bit of black, and that will make a gray, and see what happens with this too. So I've got a tiny bit of white, a little bit of black in here. This paint bottle is almost empty. I might have to kind of just... yeah. Alright, well, while I've got my fingers messy, we'll just do this. Okay, that's kind of cool too. Now I'm really, really covering over the color. I still like it. I still think it's cool. You know, the pictures and everything really left a neat image here. Oh my lord, that is so neat. Oh, thank you, Leanne, for that tip. It's really, really neat. All right, so we still have, you know, you can still kind of see our butterflies under there. I'm going to take a, yeah, I kind of, do we like that? Just don't know. I don't know. But that's not the black and white, you know, we need to, nah, I want it to be black and white. So we know they're under there, so I'm sticking with the challenge. And plus, it makes it very interesting. Gosh, all that texture is just fantastic. All right, I'm going to draw this, y'all, and then we will try our bubble wrap stamp. See how that works out. All right, guys, my bubble wrap star did not work. But, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I've got some bubble wrap and a black ink pad, and I'm just going back, and something is rattling up here, sorry. Oh, there it goes. Wow. We got rattles outside, rattles inside, and the dogs are barking. One day here. all these is. I love that. I like circles, so I think that's super pretty right there. Kind of neato. Alright. Alright, and I also, let's see, I also have this stamp, so I'm going to see how that one works out as well. Please keep in mind, I do not have stamp chops. Oh my goodness, that one looks super neato. Okay, well, I like that a whole lot. I really love that stamp. And I was smart this time, and I let things dry before I tried to stamp on them. I think the last challenge I did not do that. Kind of got super messy. Okay guys, one more drying, and then I'm going to cut these up and we'll see how they look. Hey friends, okay, this is how my my Take 5 art challenge for the February challenge came out. I cut my big substrate into 3.5 by 5.5 sections and folded those sections in the middle to make my booklets that I include with my flow journals that I sell in my shop. We call these storybooks because we kind of focus on story over there. I like them. I think they turned out really good. The only like kind of hitch in the giddy up was they were a little bit crackly when I tried to fold them in half because of all of the Mod Podging that I had done on the paper pack cardboard. And this wasn't the back, y'all. This was like the front, you know, the front of the paper pack that is not that's not quite as heavy as that cardboard. So what I want to do here is use the words that I cut from the calendar pieces and parts that had the dragonflies and butterflies on it, and I want to finish these cards up with these words. I also still have the moon, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not. And I think it would. Okay, well, yeah, let's do that. That looked pretty good. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to look right or not. You know, if these kind of images were going to look as like distressed as I needed them to look for this little piece. But I think that they will do just nicely, quite nicely. I believe my art angel sent those along. And we're using the word beautiful. Just put that right here. And you can see that this makes a lovely cover for one of my little mini storybooks. That one looks nice. Let's do one more. Now we do have a whole lot of stars on that one. This one not so many, so maybe I could put something kind of in the middle here. And then put the word dreams right here. You can finish them any way you want, of course. I love making mini books. I made Midori Traveler's Notebook inserts for years and years. And I don't make those anymore, but it was always fun for me to work in a mini format. I don't exactly know what that is. I started, you know, my little art journey the second time around, making fairy doors and fairy furniture, and so I'm not sure what my fascination is with things that are small, but I like things that are small. A little bit of glue there. Okay, guys, I'm going to sit here and finish these up. Thank you, the ladies in the Take 5 Art Challenge. It's always enlightening, and I think that's the most fun about doing art challenges, that you learn something new, you learn some new techniques, and I appreciate you guys listening and watching, and check out those hashtag Take 5 Art Challenges. Thank y'all so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.